Today I want to talk to you about 5 books that you need to read if you want to learn more about your own female body, about your hormones, about your periods, about your desires. I also have one special book solely about endometriosis. So this is for all the girlies who are struggling with endometriosis. I think this is a very good book. So stick till the end. And I also want to say that I really love that you guys have asked me to make a book video because I absolutely love books. And when I read your comments that you wanted to see a book video, I was like so excited because I think I just mentioned this to someone last week that I would love to make videos about books, but I feel like I don't read that much in comparison to other people, so I feel like my TBR videos and my wrap-up videos wouldn't be like to that extent of someone else. Like I feel like in a month I cannot read as much as, you know, other booktubers do who do this as a living full-time, who only read books full-time. Like my full-time job is being an illustrator, and even though I love to read, I still don't, like, I never read a full day. But in case you enjoyed this video, just let me know. I would love to see your comments and your opinions on these videos. I also do them like very unedited, so I'm not really fond of editing, so I try to record and do my own thing and just connect with you in my own authentic way. And I don't know if it's like a great format for like book videos, but do let me know. I also want to really thank my patrons because they're the ones who allow me to make these videos. Like they have been the ones who also commented that they would really love a book video and would really see me talk about books because they know I'm very passionate about books as well. And so here I am. I'm kind of nervous because I'm really passionate about books and I wanted to find something that would connect the audience that I already have, like what people are interested in on my channels. And I wanted to find like the sweet spot where it would like easily come together with books. So period books and female health books were the first thing that I thought about when I was like, okay, so I want to make a book video, but I want to find a topic that I can like talk about that is very significant for the people who are following me. So this is it. So thank you so much, patrons, for encouraging me. You guys are the best, and if you want to go and support my work or support my channel, you can also visit me on Patreon and support me for like as little as $2 or €2 per month. Anything is so much appreciated, and it also allows me, like it gives me a safe space to just do my own thing without too much judgment, but also in a place where I know that you will also see what I've created. Just want to mention, I see that like my shirt is so wrinkly and it annoys me, but we just have to deal with it for this video. Kind of hoping that this video is not going to go viral, so not everyone will think that I hate ironing, which is actually the case, as you can tell. So I also have written them down in my own little book. Like I broke them all down in my book with things that I really wanted to talk to you about. The first book I don't have physically, but I listened to it on audiobook. This is Period Power by Maisie Hill, and it breaks down your cycle into seasons. Like there's like a winter, fall, summer, spring, not in that order, obviously, but Maisie Hill really focuses on cycle tracking in the book. And I also noticed that while actually doing this, like implementing this on my own life and my own cycle, it really helped me. Like I really found a way to schedule and plan certain things according to my cycle. Like I wouldn't go or schedule a meeting while I'm on my period. I also won't schedule things that I know I won't like doing while on my periods, during my periods. Like I found a way to work with my cycle or according to my cycle because of this book. Like here's where it started for me. Like this book is where it started for me. So yeah, it also reframes uh, periods and cycles as a source of power. And so not something that is working against you, but something that is really empowering you in a way, because there are periods in your cycle, like during ovulation, where you have like a boost of energy. So that's where you can really be on, and you will be able to transfer that energy so much into the things that you've scheduled during that time in your period or in your cycle. And you will notice, like, men, and I'm using very general terms here, but you know what I mean. I'm not trying to like put people in a corner or label people, but this is like the easiest way to explain it. Men usually have, or they have a 24-hour cycle, whereas we as women have a 28-day cycle. 28-day cycle. So even though we schedule things and we have this monthly routine, we feel so out of balance because months are either 30 or 31 days, and our cycle is actually 28 days. So for it to make sense for us, we really need to start thinking in that 28-day cycle. So when I implemented this on my own life, I really saw a change in, not only did I have more energy at the designated times for that in my cycle, I also felt like I was able to achieve more and to experience also more balance into my own life. Like, I'm very passionate about these topics, by the way, if you can't tell. I hope that this video is not going to be so long because I only have like 5 books, but I have so much to talk about. So this book, Period Power by Maisie Hill, is basically for people who want to live in alignment with their cycle. And I would highly recommend, if you haven't read any of these books, I would highly recommend to start with this book because it's so like easy to get into. Like, there's also plain language. Maisie Hill is also a coach, so it's very approachable to get into this book. Like, it isn't so much even though there are parts that are obviously backed by science, it isn't so much from a science-based perspective, but more like as if someone's just talking to you. The second book that I want to talk to you about is Fix Your Period by Nicole Jardim. And I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. But this book is more like a holistic, I also don't have the physical copy, by the way. I swear I have the rest as a physical copy. But this is more like a holistic approach to balancing your hormones and fixing your periods. She covers things like liver detox, gut health, stress, sleep. And I know this sounds very woo-woo, and when I talk about this to other people, they're like, oh, but I don't really want to cut this out of my life, or I really don't want to do this and that. But these things actually help because I've implemented all of these things, like everything that I could find that would help my female body in a natural way. I implemented and it actually worked. Like, I feel so much better. I had literally like cystic acne and it really hurt like hell. And sometimes I have flare-ups, but I know that that's when my cortisol is higher. And for my, like, when my cortisol is higher, I really need to focus on liver detoxing again. And then I also know what I need to get my liver to detox. And the liver is also the organ that makes sure that your hormones are correctly like processed. I don't know if that's the right word for it. It balances your hormones, and if your hormones are out of balance, usually your liver has something to do with it because it also breaks down like cortisol and everything. For me, it's a lot more enjoyable to live with, you know, your hormones being okay than if I would consume other things that I shouldn't be consuming if I want to keep my liver healthy. But yeah, I've read some reviews about this book and they say like it's very woo, it's very hippie, it's very like natural based. or nature-based or too holistic in a way. But I also understand why this book is about these things, because they actually help. Like, there's a reason why she's talking about these things. This book, there's also a 6-week program with clear action steps. And like I mentioned, she focuses on the root causes and she doesn't do like symptom management. So in my own experience, I really back this approach, because I always experienced when I go to a doctor, they would always give you something for the symptoms. They would give you a pill, and that pill would have side effects, and they would give you a second pill that would cover or help you with those side effects, but those will have, like, the second pill will have other side effects, and that's like a never-ending story. So I really want to do as much as I can, or cure as much as I can, or manage as much as I can in a natural way. And this book is very helpful if you also if you would also like that approach, or implement a more holistic approach that helps your periods in the most natural way. The third book, and I know this is mirrored because I'm recording from my phone, I'm very like low effort when it comes to filming, but I'm saving up for a good camera, so probably better quality videos are coming. This is Normal by Dr. Jolene Brighten. Also includes a 28 plan to fix your hormones, which is very helpful if you're looking for some kind of like action plan if you're looking into like fixing your hormones. But this is actually like 28 plan is like not the focal point of this book. This is basically for everyone who feels frustrated with the lack of clear information. Like Dr. Jolene Brighten has made this book into like a Q&A format. This feels like a doctor friend, or like going to a doctor who actually cares and who actually wants to give you the information that you need and the answers to the questions that you have. I have experienced one too many times that I went to a doctor and I had questions, or I knew certain things, but they didn't really want to give me more information about other things, or they really didn't want to look into the things that I knew needed the attention. Because sometimes the things that you experience, or like I mentioned with the previous book, the symptoms don't need to be cured, the root causes need to be looked into. She also covers a lot of things that I didn't know personally, things I struggled with, but I never got any answers to. I also love Dr. Jolene Brighten. I follow her on Instagram. She's a great person, like talked to her a couple times. It also feels super validating to read about concerns that you had that were like shoved like under the rug by a traditional doctor, even though she's also a traditional doctor. But it seems like she really cares about hormonal health, and she really wants to fix things instead of like treating symptoms and keeping you sick for a long term. It really feels so validating that there's a doctor who actually gives you science-backed answers. Like she really has all this knowledge, and she isn't too afraid to share it with the world. So I really appreciate that. The fourth book is by Nagoski, PhD. This is Come As You Are. This strongly focuses on female desire, and so yeah, this is basically for women who want to understand where how it works, like how their female desire works. And it also covers concepts such as stress, sleep, also environments, but also how you can understand your desire a lot more and how you can work with it. I also love how this book covers the male versus female desire, whereas male desire is usually spontaneous, and whereas female desire is more of a responsive desire, like they usually need to like get into it. So this book is science-based, but also very approachable, like very easy to read. And I also like how there are science-based facts and truths about what does work in terms of female desire and how women can improve their libido in a way. So I really love this book. It's a book that is very needed. I mean, people should start reading those things on the bus just to inspire other people, because, you know, everyone will know what you're reading, but I mean, a lot more people should read these books. The final book that I want to cover in this video is Know Your Endo by Jessica Murnane. This book is both educational and also a huge support for people who are struggling with endometriosis. It also holds a 5-week plan to manage your symptoms. So it focuses on movement, stress, environment, just to make life more comfortable if you're already struggling with endometriosis. She also explains what endometriosis is, but also what the emotional toll of endometriosis holds for people who are struggling in silence, because usually that's what it is. There are many advocates who are on social media right now talking about endometriosis, but usually people are suffering in silence because it's just not something that you will tell everyone, and it's also not something that you can visibly see. Like, you cannot tell if someone has endometriosis. I truly think that this book really covers beautifully, like it blends beautifully the awareness that she wants to spread about endometriosis, but also with a beautiful storytelling. Like, it really makes you, or I can imagine that it really makes you feel less alone if you're struggling with endometriosis reading this book. I think it really makes you feel seen. This is still a taboo subject, and it's not talked about often enough still to this day. These were the 5 books that I would highly recommend if you want to learn more about your female body, or if you have a partner who is struggling with their period and you want to recommend a book, or a friend who is struggling with their period and you want to recommend a book. These are 5 books that I would recommend to anyone who wants to learn more about either their period, their desires, their female body, their hormones. These books cover a lot, and I mean a lot. There's a lot of wisdom in these books. So yeah, I'm very glad I made this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you do, if you found this helpful, and if you want to see more of these videos. Yeah, also, again, thank you so much to my patrons. You guys are the best. If you want to become a patron, I'll leave the link in the description box. I always love to welcome new people, so please join if you can, if you want to. Yeah, I really look forward to chatting with you and catching up. I'll see you in the comments, or on Patreon, or on Instagram. I mean, I'll see you when I see you. But either way, I love talking to you, so reach out. Yeah, thank you so much. I hope you liked this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!